guys, and welcome back to another episode of Kicking It with Key. And today is a good day because we are back cutting the noise so we can get closer to purpose. And we're doing this through mindfulness, self-care, community care. Y'all know the drill. But today we are going to infuse mindfulness into our morning routine. And you're like, Key, what does that even look like? I got you. I'm going to give you 5 quick things you can do to infuse your morning with more mindfulness so you can have a mindful morning every single day. Keep in mind that this is a process. You take from this video what you think you can use, try some stuff out, and see what works for your morning routine because you deserve to get closer to purpose, and that starts with your morning routine. How you start your day will help you be the indicator of how you go through your day. I believe you slow down your morning, you empower your day. So let's get into these 5 tips and, just treat ourselves better because you deserve a day that is a reflection of who you are. And you're great, so your day must be great. So let's hop into it. Take a seat and let's get ready. Get your pen out. Let's do it. All right, y'all. Let's jump into the first tip of how to have a mindful morning and really just infuse mindfulness into your morning. So here's the thing. In order for you to have a mindful morning, you have to start the night before. Yes, this is a commitment, right? But we are committed to getting closer to purpose. So we have to start the night before. You need boundaries at night. You have to start creating boundaries for yourself at night. It's really important that you prepare for your sleep, because your sleep is going to influence and encourage a really successful morning, a morning where you can wake up and you can start your day the right way. And so you have to treat sleep like it is a sacred act. When we are sleeping, that is the only time we are that close to death, right? It is perplexing to me that when we're sleeping, we're like knocked out from the world. We can't hear anything. We don't see anything. We may dream. This is a time where your body is replenishing itself. And so before you go to bed, you should be preparing your body, preparing your mind to go to sleep and be in a full level of relaxation. And you can't do that if you are engaging in screen time before bed. You want to be intentional about what you do right before bed so that when you get ready to go to sleep, you're calm, you're relaxed, you can actually get really good, delicious rest because that's what you deserve. And so one of the books that I always lean into when I think about sleep is the book Why We Sleep, because we need to understand the importance of sleep and how that influences the next day. So think about the boundaries you can set at night. Make sure you're getting really good sleep, and think about your screen time before bed, because that can be a distraction. So start to infuse essential oils before you go to sleep. So lavender, all that good stuff. I love me some lavender essential oil, yes. Maybe a nice long bath before bed, some prayer, some meditation, things that will prepare your body, say, hey, it's time to go to sleep. And you build habits around that. Let's jump into the second tip for how you can have a mindful morning. All right, tip number 2. No phones or social media the first hour of your day. Whew. And I got to talk to you about this. This is so important because you want your thoughts to be your thoughts when you first wake up in the morning. How many times have you gotten up and the first thing you do is check social media, and it changes your pattern of thinking? It creates what you're going to think about for the morning. It is your job to make sure that you have a clear mind in the morning, that your thoughts are your thoughts, that you make space for time for you to think, for you to dream, for you to figure out what your intention for the day will be. And you cannot do that if the first thing you do is hop on social media and you are immediately getting all of these opinions and thoughts and criticisms and ideas thrown at you from other people. It's so important that you set up your day to where you make time for that first hour of the day where you can create your own thoughts. Social media is a beautiful thing, but you have to be thoughtful and create boundaries around how you interact with social media, especially in the morning. I talked about how Sleep is a sacred time, right? So the mornings are a super sacred time because when you first wake up, you are very, very vulnerable. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but this is something I truly believe. You are very vulnerable in the morning because you're coming out of sleep. If you think about how you are when you first wake up, you're a little discombobulated. You're not sure. You're kind of waking up from whatever dream you may have had. It's really important that you encourage yourself, that you uplift yourself in the morning so that you can create a day that will yield to you being successful. So limit the social media in the morning, the first hour of your day. And if you can't start with an hour, start with 10 minutes. Then go up to 15, to 30, to 45, and then get up to an hour because that is going to be so important to having a really good, successful day. So no social media or your phone really the first hour of your day, and see what that does to your morning routine. Let's move on to tip number 3. All right, tip number 3. And tip number 3 is going to sound similar to tip number 2, but it has some more specific kind of thought process that I want you to have. The first 5 minutes of your day need to be in total silence. Key, but what if I live with people? What if it's noise outside? You need to try as much as possible to be in total silence. That means no music, no phones, no talking the first 5 minutes of your day. And watch what comes up in that first 5 minutes. That is an opportunity for you to set an intention for your day, to spend some time praying, to decide what you want your day to look like. That first 5 minutes of your day, just sit in silence. Put your feet on the floor and look and just be for a moment. Mindfulness is so much about being present. And how often do we get to just be present with ourselves, by ourselves for a moment? Solitude is so sacred. And we don't spend enough time alone. We don't spend enough time without noise. We don't spend enough time with just ourselves. Baby, spend some time with you. Give yourself 5 minutes. You deserve at least 5 minutes of your day where there is no work, where you're not running to your computer as soon as you wake up. There's no reason why you can't give yourself 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes in the morning to just exist. And I'm going to tell you something that I've learned. I went to, and I mentioned this before in another episode. I went to a retreat. I was involved in some comedic yoga. And one of the things she said is in that first beginning of your day is when you can hear your messages from your dreams. How often do you hop out of bed and you have dreamed the night before, but you can't remember anything from it and you're just going about your day? No, there might be a message in your dream from the ancestors, from God, from yourself that you need to hear, but you cannot hear it if you don't make space for it. So give yourself 5 minutes. You may stand up in that 5 minutes. You may sit and just put your feet on the floor. You may lay to your side, but really try to remember what you were dreaming about, because you never know what your subconscious is trying to tell you, what God is saying to you. You just never know. So give yourself an opportunity for that. Do it in the 5 minutes, okay? Let's move on to the next tip. All right, tip number 4, and y'all already know how I feel about this tip. When you hear it, you're gonna know. Prayer and meditation. I will tell you to pray and meditate every episode because that is so powerful, especially in the morning, because your creator has a plan for you. Your creator has a purpose for your life. And so therefore, that is a great time to reconvene with your creator, check in and talk about what you want for the day. You are spiritual beings having a human experience. So you need to check in. And then with meditation, you need to listen. Listen to what comes up for you in the morning, what you care about, what your future self is asking of you right now so that you can set yourself up for your purpose, where you can manifest some things, right? Be a co-creator of your life with God. And you won't be able to do that if you make no space to convene with God, to convene with yourself, and to you are in community with yourself. So meditate for a little bit, spend some time doing that. And like I said, I'm really trying to get some meditation things together for you guys so that process becomes easier. But yeah, commit to that. Prayer and meditation can be one of the most powerful tools, two of the most powerful tools to change your life, right? So let's move on to tip number 5, my favorite tip. And last but certainly not least, tip number 5, my favorite tip, because I talk about this all the time: infuse your morning with joy. That is how you have a mindful morning. That is how you create a mindfulness infused morning. You have to throw some joy into your morning. You want to create spaces where joy can flourish throughout the whole day, but you have to start with the morning. So you need to include things in your morning that you love to do. If you love to dance, if you love to write, make space and time for you to include that in your morning. Why can't you have why do you have to reserve the things you like and love for the weekends or for the evenings? No, start your day with things that you love. Because for example, if you're somebody that struggles with getting up in the morning, then create a morning that you would look forward to. You want to create a morning that feels good to you, that you want to get up out of the bed for, that you're like, oh, this is exciting. I'm ready to start my day. Because that is how you get closer to purpose. Finding excitement and joy in each day. Choosing to keep going every morning, to keep showing up for yourself. Because how many times do we show up for others? And so therefore, infuse some joy into your day. Put things that you love, items that you love. You love candles, don't wait till the evening to light your candles. If you really like a certain kind of breakfast, make some time for you to just slow down and have a really good mindful breakfast where you're tasting everything in the meal. Because once again, I'm going to keep telling you, because I don't know if you hear it enough, you deserve this. So put it in your morning so you can reap the benefits of doing what's best for yourself. Okay? All right. If what you're doing in the morning isn't helping you get towards your purpose, it is hurting you. So you need to examine, what do I do in the morning right now? What is something that needs to go? And what are the things that I need to infuse or put into my morning that will help me have a more mindful morning and more successful day, but also essentially get me closer to purpose? Because that is the true thing that we're trying to do. And for us to truly enjoy our lives. I know people teach you that self-care is a bunch of cute stuff. It's not always like that. Sometimes self-care is making sacrifices so you can get closer to purpose in ways that aren't going to be comfortable. Will you commit to yourself today? Will you commit to practicing more radical self-care in your morning routine? Because I know you can do it. I'm sending you lots of love. Let's jump into announcements with Key. Hey y'all, okay, so here's the last piece, announcements with Key. Some things that you need to pay attention to look for. Pack Light Part 2, it will be coming up this year, so be looking out for that within the next few months. So keep your ear to the streets for that one. Text and subscribe. You looking for inspirational text every morning? I know where you can find those. At 202-918-3255. You'll be able to find that in the comments and on the screen here. So make sure that you're checking that out. Meditation subscription group coming soon. I'm going to keep saying it until it's together, honey, because child, listen. If you attended Pack Light Part 1, your t-shirt and candles are being put together and worked out and getting together, because I'm about to send that to you and you are going to love it. Also, your Purpose Cannot Wait t-shirts are about to go on sale, so make sure you're looking out for that. And if you have topics, thoughts, suggestions for me, drop them in the comments. Share this video. Look out for some giveaways coming up in February as well. And look out for a lot of loving content in February to celebrate Valentine's Day. And also, we're going to be looking at some things in Black History Month, because you know, Black Lives Matter, period. So love y'all for real. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Kicking It with Key. Make sure you're cutting the noise out of your life and getting closer to purpose, because once again, you deserve it. I will talk to you all soon. Love you.